Barcelona moves further ahead of Real Madrid. Bayern rebounds. CNN. It has been a good week for Barcelona's Neymar. He netted a hat-trick against Celtic in the Champions League and got both goals Saturday as Barcelona, still without Lionel Messi, Villarreal 2-1 to move 3 points clear of idol Atletico Madrid and 5 clear of arch rival Real Madrid in Spain. Neymar, who will be counted on by Brazil at next year's World Cup on home soil, opened the scoring at the Camp Nou from the penalty spot in the 30th minute and tapped home the close-range winner in the 69th against the Yellow Submarine. He was teed up by Pedro, who latched on to Cesc Fabregas' sumptuous chipped ball. Villarreal, prompt last season, stunned the locals when it leveled in the 48th minute through Matteo Masacio's header from a corner. Having clawed to within 3 points of Barcelona, Real Madrid earlier slipped up when it drew 2-2 at Osasuna. Yet it could have been worse for Los Blancos, who had defender Sergio Ramos sent off for 2 bookable offenses before half-time and trailed 2-0. With blockbuster summer signing Gareth Bale substitute in the second half and Cristiano Ronaldo held in check, he failed to score for the first time since the end of October. ISO began the real comeback in first half injury time. Pep headed home the equalizer in the 80th minute seconds after Francisco Silva's red card for the host. The first 20 minutes were very good, and it is incredible that we went 2-0 down and had 10 men. Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti told reporters, "We responded well, but we suffered a lot. We were showing quality and rhythm, and we lost control after the first goal, but we did show character and the right attitude to battle back." Atletico Madrid will move level on points with Barcelona if it beats Valencia at home Sunday. Bayern increases lead. Bayern managed 18-match winning streak at home ended in midweek when it was upset by Manchester City in the Champions League, but Bayern bounced back by beating Hamburg 3-1 at the Allianz Arena on Saturday. Mario Mandzukic, Mario Götze, and Herdan Shaqiri accounted for the Bayern goals, although manager Pep Guardiola wasn't fully satisfied with the performance. ahead of the Club World Cup in Morocco. The players had perhaps their holidays and Morocco in their heads, said Guardiola. We had a few problems in the second half, like we did against Manchester. We simply gave away too many balls. We have good players, but we have to stop such things happening. Bayern, which will conclude 2013 unbeaten in the Bundesliga, went 7 points ahead of Bayer Leverkusen, which placed fourth last Frankfurt on Sunday, and 12 ahead of Borussia Dortmund. A late goal against Marseille ensured Dortmund's progress to the second round of the Champions League, but challenging Bayern in Germany now looks unlikely after a 2-2 draw at Hoffenheim. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Lucas Piszczek rescued a point for injury-hit Dortmund, which trailed 2-0 within 40 minutes. Nürnberg remains the lone side in the division without a victory after it blew a three-goal lead and drew 3-3 at Hanover 96. In France, the big two of Paris Saint-Germain and Monaco both registered 2-goal victories on the road over Rennes and Guingamp. Respectively, Paris Saint-Germain leads Monaco by 2 points atop the table. Bayern's semi-final opponent at the Club World Cup on Tuesday will be Asian champion Guangzhou Evergrande, which beat Egypt's Al-Ahly 2-0. We will now play against one of the best teams in the world, said Guangzhou manager Marcelo Lippi. You can lose 99 times every 100 times you play them, but you could win one, you never know. Heavy fighting breaks out in the capital of South Sudan. CNN. Heavy gunfire was reported in the South Sudanese capital, Juba, early Monday, a government official said. Tensions have been high in Africa's newest nation, which spilled from Sudan 2 years ago, since President Salva Kiir dismissed his entire cabinet, including his deputy Riek Machar in July. There is heavy fighting in Juba right now, said Peter Byer-Ajak, a government official. The army is fighting each other. I cannot call it an attempted coup or a coup at this stage. In a televised statement, Kiir announced a nighttime curfew running from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. The curfew, which begins Monday, is for the sake of security and safety of our citizens, he added. The U.S. and British embassies in Juba urged their citizens via Twitter to stay indoors and exercise caution. On its official Facebook page, the U.S. Embassy confirmed it had received reports from multiple reliable sources of ongoing security incidents, and sporadic gunfire in several locations across Juba and recommended U.S. citizens exercise extra caution at all times. Gunshots, artillery fired over the past few hours in several locations in Juba, the embassy tweeted. It said it had suspended all routine services and that the embassy was currently closed. The British embassy was issued an alert advising British nationals against all non-essential movement in part of the country. South Sudan formally split from Sudan in 2011 after decades of conflict. Numerous armed groups remain active in the oil-rich country. The U.S. Embassy denied on Twitter that marchers can take shelter there. In a separate statement, the U.S. Embassy said it was deeply concerned at the recent outbreak of armed violence in Juba and echoed calls from the UN envoy there for all parties to cease hostilities immediately and exercise restraint. Colorado shooting victim described as sweet, smart, a horse lover. CNN. Friends of Clary Davis, the 17-year-old senior critically wounded in Friday's shooting at a Colorado high school, are wondering why bad things happen to good people. Davis is in a struggle for her life at a hospital in Littleton, near Arapahoe High School, where a classmate shot her in the head. She remained in critical condition Sunday. She is stable but is in a coma. The first responders got Clary to the right place at the right time, and the doctors and hospital staff are doing a wonderful job taking care of her, her family said in a statement. We appreciate your continued good thoughts and prayers and will provide updates as her condition improves. Police say the gunman was looking for revenge against a librarian but couldn't find a faculty member and killed himself as a school resource officer closed in. Davis was just a random victim, police surmised, and the gunman and victim didn't even know each other. Davis' classmates spoke well of her. They used words like spunky and bright. She was just a very sweet girl. She's really smart. August Clary told CNN affiliate Kusa. He said Davis loves to ride horses and wouldn't hurt a fly. Hundreds of people attended a vigil for Davis on Saturday night. Katie Snively, a senior at Arapahoe, said it was important to honor and pray for Clary. Many people were tweeting to the hashtag "Pray for Claire." Clary is a hero, our hero. She deserves to be rewarded not only with thanks but with another chance at life, adding Lauren wrote. Thank God for waking us up again and for keeping Clary through the night. Don't forget to pray as we wake up this morning, Jonathan Bailey tweeted Sunday. Davis' father told CNN affiliate KMGH late Saturday that his daughter is not doing very well. The station said doctors are worried about swelling to her brain, according to a family friend. French President Francois Hollande to skip Sochi Olympics. CNN count one more world leader out of the Winter Olympics, which start February 7 in Sochi, Russia. French President Francois Hollande will not be attending the Sochi Games. French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius said Sunday, less than a week after German President Joachim Gauck chose to boycott the Olympics. Fabius was asked about Hollande's plans for the Games. This has not been planned to attend, Fabius responded, but at the same time I wish all the success for these Games, but for now it is not expected that the highest French authorities attend. Like German officials, Fabius declined to explain the decision for the 80 kings, queens, presidents, and other world leaders attended the opening ceremony for the 2012 London Summer Olympics, according to the British newspaper The Guardian. Host country Russia has been receiving scrutiny and criticisms for alleged human rights violations, harassment, opposition political figures, and a law passed earlier this year banning gay propaganda, which critics have said promotes discrimination. Missing American Robert Lee Levinson not abandoned in Iran, John Kerry says. CNN, the United States hasn't abandoned Robert Levinson, and the retired FBI agent described by his wife as the longest-held American hostage. Secretary of State John Kerry said Sunday, "There hasn't been progress in the sense that we don't have him back, but to suggest that we've abandoned him or anybody is simply incorrect and hurtful," Kerry told ABC this week. "The fact is that I have personally raised the issue, not only at the highest level that I have been involved with, but also through other intermediaries." Levinson disappeared in Iran in March 2007 during a business trip, purportedly undertaken as a private investigator looking into cigarette smuggling. However, the Associated Press and the Washington Post reported Thursday that contrary to what the State Department and Levinson's family have said for years, Levinson actually was working for the CIA in Iran, and a source involved in the matter told CNN there's proof that Levinson worked for the CIA undercover and under contract while also working as a private investigator. The allegation doesn't sit well with son, John M.C. Rarizona, who is on the Senate's Committee on Foreign Relations. "What disturbs me is apparently they did not tell the truth to the Congress. The CIA did not tell the truth to the American Congress about Mr. Levinson. MC Ken Mike Ken said Sunday on CNN's State of the Union. If that's true, then you put this on top of things that our intelligence committees didn't know about other activities, which have been revealed by NSA leaker Edward Snowden. Maybe it means that we should be examining the oversight role of Congress over our different intelligence agencies. Iran's government repeatedly has said it is not holding Levinson and does not know his whereabouts. During a September interview with CNN's Christian Ampur, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani was asked what he could tell Levinson's family. "We don't know where he is, who he is," Rouhani said. "He is an American who has disappeared. We have no news for him." Kerry said the United States is still looking for proof that Levinson is alive. A number of different channels are being worked aggressively, he said. Iran's previous presidents, Mohammad Ahmadinejad, said he was willing to help find Levinson, and the family received what then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton described in 2010 as proof of life. In 2011, the State Department said new evidence suggested that Levinson, who has diabetes and high blood pressure, was alive and being held somewhere in Southwest Asia. This year, a source with knowledge of the investigation told CNN, "We have every reason to believe that he's alive, and that the Iranians control his fate." Asked whether he believes the Iranian government is responsible for Levinson's disappearance, Kerry said he thinks the government has the ability to help us here, and we hope that will, and we hope they will. McCain said he was confident we are doing everything that we can to get Levinson released from Iran. He added that any negotiations in Levinson's cases should also include attempts to free other Americans who are believed to be in Iranian custody. Mario, Matt, and Solemn drought in Val Israel. CNN, the wait is over for Mario Matt. Matt ended a nearly 3-year drought on the World Cup circuit when he won the Salmon on the icy face de Belvedere in Val Israel. France on Sunday. He now has 14 Salmon victories, putting him into a tie for 5th in the record books with fellow Austrian Benny Reich. At 34, he is the oldest man to win a World Cup salmon race, having placed second earlier this season in Finland. And he moved to the top of the overall standings after last season's champion Marcel Hirscher failed to qualify for the second round. I am very happy about this result. The two-time Salmon World Champion was quoted as saying by the website of Alpine Skiing's governing body. I was a few times on the podium in the past 2 years, but since Slovenia in 2011, I couldn't win. Matt posted the fastest time in the first round and held his nerve in the second to beat Sweden's Matthias Hagen by 0.13 seconds and Italy's Patrick Thaler by nearly 0.40 seconds. Hagen made up ground in the second round, but not quite enough. He still, though, collected his first World Cup podium in 2 years. Thaler, too, finished in the top 3 for the first time in a while since 2009. It's a special day for me, said the 35-year-old. I was fighting for many years to come back on the podium, and I have to thank a lot of people. Ted Ligety had a weekend to forget in Val d'Isere. A day after he failed to take part in the second round of a World Cup Giant Salmon for the first time in 4 years. The American didn't qualify for Sunday's second round too. Former overall champion Bode Miller didn't complete the first round either. It was those conditions where it was very hard snow, but very grippy. U.S. men's Alpine head coach Sasha Rarick told his team's website, "We've been training on ice getting ready for Val d'Isere, and we didn't make that transition very well today. That's something we've got to work on in the future." Worley wins in Santa Moritz. At the women's Giant Salmon in Santa Moritz, Switzerland, Frances Tessa Worley beat Sweden's Jessica Liden-Vikerby by 0.37 seconds and saw Slovenia's Tina Maze by 0.79 seconds. But two big names didn't finish the first round. Overall leader Lara Gut of Switzerland and young U.S. Fenna Michaela Schifrin had beat number 1. I don't know how many people actually slid out where Michaela did, said U.S. Women's Alpine head coach Alex Hotmoser. There were a few, and snow was aggressive and at the same time somehow a little slick because we saw the same type of the DNFs did not finish multiple times today. But two big names didn't finish the first round. Overall leader Lara Gut of Switzerland and young U.S. Phenom Michaela Schifrin. Schifrin had been number 1. I don't know how many people actually slid out where Michaela did, said U.S. Women's Alpine head coach Alex Hotmoser. There were a few. The snow was aggressive and at the same time somehow a little slick because we saw the same types of DNFs did not finish multiple times today.